Just thinking about it makes me want to.
Ah!
Hey, there's something fishy here.
Hey!
Gamers, good to see you. Happy Thursday. What is up? Welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm America's #1 online video game personality, your host, Ben the Parvinator Parvin. Here at your service, guys. What's up? Welcome. Ugh. How you doing? Happy Thursday. Glad I'm finally streaming. Today's been a long day. Sorry. Had some business to attend to this afternoon, and it got me off to a late start. Yeah, good to see you guys. Welcome. How you doing? I am really excited to get back into PokemonEmerald. Stoked on that. We're working through a ROM hack. Let's just say it right here at the top of the stream. This is from Zombie Anton. PokemonEmerald 386 lets us get all 386 Pokemon all within that one game, all within Hoenn. So all those Pokemon from the first and second gens, they're here too, and everything that would have been, across Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby, etc. Everything up to that point, it's all here and done. So it's all in here in some really Game Freak-esque ways as well. I've really enjoyed it so far. We just got Lapras. You saw a little clip of that maybe at the very top of the stream. Not originally in Emerald, I guess. We found Lapras in Granite Cave, which is in there, but there was some, I think, an added room, he said. Yeah, it was cool. We had Zombie come through the other day. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
1-800.
Parvinator party going.
What is up and welcome. Thank you for the sub. Thanks for supporting the stream. I tried to set aside a folder for some of you guys who come around and have a particular, sound that goes with you. But how are you, 1-800? Thanks for hanging out. I can't believe it. Yeah. Heck yeah. Thanks for hanging. Thank you for the support. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. It's been fun it's been a nice one to kick back and chill because we've done some stressful gaming around here at times. But it feels good to take her easy. Yeah, hope you're doing well, 1-800. Good to see you. Look, all right, here's the deal. In this game, we've already got one box legendary running around. Somebody revived Groudon, the one that's on the cover of Sapphire, big red, I said Sapphire. I meant a ruby, rather. On the cover, yeah, I was about to say a big ruby red. And then I was like, wait, okay, anyway. So yeah, he's red. He's a big red guy. He's been revived, and he's just out there somewhere, probably about to cause some havoc. That was done by what, Team Magma who did that, I believe, or Team I don't remember. Team Aqua woke him up, something along those lines. Anyway, now we're following Team Aqua. They're trying to wake up the other one, and they have apparently stolen a submarine. They've commandeered a submarine, and they're taking it down to try to revive this ancient mythical Pokemon. So we're about to have two of these big boys running around causing trouble. Two things that should have just been left to sleep, I guess. Two ancient mythical Pokemon. So it's about to get wild. We can't find the sub right now, though. I do know that we need dive. I saw in a GIF someone using the HM dive and then going down, in these like dark spots in the ocean. So we don't have that HM yet. So I think the game, it's been telling us to go beyond. Well, let me get in. Let me just show you guys the map. It's been telling us to get beyond Lily Cove, the last city we've been spending the majority of our time in. And yeah, if I look a little bit further, I see MOSSDEEP. Bada bing, bada boom. Took the fast peek at a walkthrough outline and had that confirmed right away. That's where we're heading next, so that'll be fun. All right, give me 1 second. I'll set the game up. Let's see a clip from yesterday when we got that Lapras. This is a Pokemon 386, Emerald 386 exclusive. Thanks for hanging, guys. All right. Welcome. All right, got us on the title screen here. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, yesterday we began exploring some of these kind of optional routes. Let me show you on our... Okay, nav. So, we made it to Granite Cave. This is where we found Lapras. And, yeah, it does, 1-800. Yeah, there's a couple of entries in there that'll send chills down your spine, for sure. It's funny, man. The game is so cute, but I was joking the other day that it's like hanging on by a thread, because if you start to pick or poke at any part of like lore or some of the games, they just keep making these sort of like creation myths and stuff, but like there's also like in the first game you have Lieutenant Surge saying something about how he used his Pokemon, I think his Raichu or whatever, in battle and zapped a bunch of people. Zapped a bunch of soldiers. It's there's a dark past to this bucolic Pokemon world. This present, beautiful. It's interesting where it's dark-sided. Yep. It's interesting where this game Well, yeah, you know, the parts where it chooses to go dark and, you know, where they want to go dark-sided. Dark-sided. So we just got that Lapras here. It is in our possession. Well, it's at the box now. Alright, I found a escape rope, but I think we can get most of the way out without it. Without our rappel running out. This is the exit, I believe. Oh, actually, I came out... I didn't realize that there's another... Oh, this, like, puts you out closer to Dewford, I believe. Yeah. I was playing around a little bit before the stream to get some footage. And I found that tunnel on my way out. Oh, let's hit the Pokemon Center. I need that, I need to get a folder for, like, the stuff that comes to mind. Hey, what's up, Dustin? Welcome. That's right. Deedle deedle dong. Yeah. Hey, we're heading to MOSSDEEP. Over to MOSSDEEP City, I believe, is our next destination. Which is funny because it's around this time that we need, so over in Lilyco City, that stolen submarine, they've taken off, and before it took off, Team AQUA admin Max told us, it was something like, good luck searching for it now, it's going to be way in the deep off, you know, past Lilyco City. And I had seen a GIF when I was looking for images for the, you know, the collages and stuff, and I'd seen a GIF of someone like going into their HMs and selecting dive, or maybe it just started with like, you know, so-and-so used dive, and then it showed them, you know, you can find these dark spots over the ocean, and then you can go down into a, you know, a deep sea path. There's like a, you know, kind of an additional map, you know, that you can access by finding those spots, I guess. So the thing is, I don't think, you know, we don't have dive yet. I think we're supposed to just continue on beyond, which would bring us to like, oh yeah, you can't get here. So I meant to tell you guys this, before I check the walkthrough to see, you know, I wanted to check an outline to just see kind of what the next couple big things are. And before I did that, I did try to, I flew to Slateport and I tried to swim east, and you get caught. You get stopped pretty quickly. You can't go all the way out here to this town. Pacific Log. Pacific Log. All right. Just rolls off the tongue. So yeah, in fact, I'll just show you. It's kind of interesting. There's like a heavy current there. I don't always get to play for a few minutes before, you know, at some point before I start the next stream. It's a lot of like going in, having not been able to, you know, play it since we last met. So every now and then if I get a chance and I'm trying to orient myself, sometimes I'll jump in for a minute or two. Alright, yeah, so from... Am I at Slateport? If you try to go... But this isn't where I meant to... Hold on. Where... Take me back. Yeah, the route is a little higher. I went too far south, I guess. I think it's here. Yeah, so if you surf off to the east here, you get caught by some currents. So we actually are kind of hemmed in. We're a bit, you know, we've got our progress kind of guided up to that top right corner of the map, northeast corner. Because they've got us stopped here. I thought maybe we might have access to this, but we don't. The only thing that hasn't really been explored that much is, you know, actually it's a Slateport to the abandoned ship, which we didn't finish yet. I think we need to come back when we have dive. And Anton told us as much, so I'm sure we need to come back when we have dive. Yeah. Hey, how you guys doing? Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a good one. You know what? I might just do that. Let's, you know, before we head on too far, I know this got us on some tangents yesterday, but I say let's try to explore. It's a big, wide open sea area that we have already had access to for a little while in the game, so I don't think it's going to be too difficult. So let's just sail south. And we'll make our way back to the ship, the cruise ship, and then I'll just fly off from there. Yeah, me too, Dustin. It's been a long week. And things are starting to go by very quickly now. We're moving in just about, well, in 2 weeks. So it's kind of like, you know, I think I was planning on taking all of that week off to prep for it, but I might need to lessen how much I stream next week. And yeah, I need to. I haven't yet, but I've like a lot of administrative stuff is done. You know, the calls made, the setting up at utilities and all that junk. You know, movers. We're gonna get a U-Haul, or I think we already have one actually. But yeah, father-in-law is gonna help us out. It's gonna drive the truck up, and we'll come up in the car with the kitty. Yeah, we haven't done this yet. All right, let's do this. Let's explore this. It's just this little heading south and then heading west. Well, I guess you guys gotta show it this way. Reverse. Heading west for to where that cruise ship is, and then I don't even think we need to explore it anymore right now. We need to come back with dive. So I can't swim without my inner tube, but I won't lose at Pokemon.
Pokemon cards.
So yeah, I want to start really doing some packing soon, Dustin, and I think maybe I'll have to cut next week a bit short, and it'd be good to pack up the gaming lifestyle lounge here, get all that. I don't want to do that last minute because I wouldn't want anything getting, you know, packed in a dumb manner. I don't want things disappearing or, you know. All right, take him out. You might not even have to yawn. You don't need to yawn. It wouldn't be asleep until after this hit, anyway. Did I lose because I have an inner tube? I must have gotten in the way, right? I know Pokemon is a real athletic sport. The trainers, yeah. Hi, big trainer. Will you battle with me? Big trainer. Hi, big trainer. Tuber Gwyn would like to battle. Alright, I'm gonna hit you with the strength again. Actually, I caught a Emerald yesterday in Pokemon playing Crystal 251 in my spare time. You know, it's funny, in Crystal there's a story, there's a part where you can go all the way to the lighthouse, but you can't go into that gym because well, rather, you can go into the gym. Sorry, you can't go into the gym. The leader's not there. You have to find her in the lighthouse, and she's tending to a sick Pokemon that's like up at the top of the lighthouse. And she asks if you can go over to the city across the sea and get some medicine. But at that point, you don't have Surf and you don't have Fly. But what you can do is learn Strength in that town and then take that back to a cave, and then that will lead over to that town that's like close to the Lake of Rage. I'd forgotten some of the like, you know, pacing of it, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad I didn't look that one up, you know, and just, you know, took another tour around. It's just a fun game to hop on the bike and, you know, even when I'm backtracking, I typically find something new, you know, or now I've got a new HM or something. Yeah, it is a whole lot of Pokemon. I'm looking forward to finishing this game. Are you properly protected against the sun? I'm not monned out because I'm really enjoying both games. And they feel different enough, with Gen 2 being more familiar and this one being, you know, new to me, so that has helped. But yeah, it's a lot of Mon. You know, Lazy Boy, we got you raised up a few levels. I'm proud of you. Wingull. All right, here we go. You know what, Zappa? You got any? Do you have any actual electric attacks? You do. Why don't you get in there? Try this one, Zappa.
You can't disrespect Pokemon like that, hopefully, man.
Oh, hey, what's up, Nick? I'm glad you brought that to my attention, 1-800. I don't see those unless I don't see those usually on my here on OBS. I have to go to the like Twitch activity feed. Nick, thanks for the streak, man. Dang. Yeah, thanks, dude. Sorry we called you out. Very sneaky. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay, man. Happy Thursday. 1-800, quit calling out my viewers, jeez. No, just kidding. Zombie, what's up, man? Welcome. He's alive. Boom, boom, boom. Ba-dum. Give him a spark, Zappa. Yeah, how's it going, Anton? Good to see you, man. Welcome. The creator is here. The man of the hour. That's right. What's up, man? Hey, guys, just, of course, a reminder to those who don't know. Zombie Anton did this ROM hack we're playing. Emerald 386. If you're on YouTube, you can find the link down in the description. And I'll post it on Twitch to you. I'll post it on Twitch too. Give it a copy and a paste. That might not come through that well, so let me do it here. I don't know if you can copy and paste that or what. There it is. Good to see you, man. Yeah. 1-800 said, oh yeah, you're talking to Nick. Well, excuse me. No. Yeah. What kind of beer you drinking, 1-800? What you got? Is it a... Okay, I got a Modelo. Nice. Okay, I was about to ask if you're drinking some If I could narrow it down to a Texas brewery. And then it's not like I know a whole lot of those, but Shiner Bock comes to mind. Doo-doo-doo. Or I should say Shiner, as the brewer. There's a couple other Germanic names. Oh no! Yeah, I hear you, zombie. Yeah, well, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I might have to try to. I know it sucks. It sucks when you're having acid reflux and like the affecting your appetite, or even just the like, man, I can feel hungry, but I don't want to. It's a fullness thing as well, and like if you start to eat anything, regardless of like spiciness or it's how it's gonna mix later. It just when you already have it, it just sucks what it does for making you not want to eat anything. Yeah. Schlitz. Is Schlitz from Texas? Valpuck. What is under the umbrella here? Somebody, I think these folks are ready to like hit me with the double battle. We got one of them. Somebody's creeping underneath. They're high stepping right now. All right, I'm gonna humor you guys and walk in between you. This dude's gonna catch himself. They're like, wow, he walked right into our trap. He was standing right next to us. I didn't think he'd do it. Wow. These two losers on the beach just trapping this kid into a Pokemon battle. Like, for a guy as macho as me, this kind of Pokemon is the perfect match. 1-800. I do like if I want kind of a lighter, cheaper beer. Sometimes I'll go for a, well, not necessarily lighter, but I'll go for a, if I'm wanting something in that, Modelo is to me a lot better than like Coors or Coors Light, especially, or, some of the other like similarly priced drinks. Yeah. Yeah, sorry to hear that, zombie. Yeah. Totally. Well, I hope that you feel better soon, man. And yeah. It sucks when it happens, and that it can be like a, so many different things can affect it, set it off. When it's happening, you also are just kind of like, hey, you've literally got like an inflamed esophagus, or, that part can even just hurt or just feel burned, So yeah, I'm sorry, man. Sorry you're going through it. Let's see. All right. What should I do? Honestly, let's see. Would you do that? Put them to sleep. Probably could have just done strength. Lazy Boy's turning into quite a he's getting strong, man. I wonder if I should evolve him to the next level, and I'm curious how often people leave, because I think if you evolve it to a slacking, it goes back to that thing where it's going to loaf around every other turn, and I don't think you can do slack off in one of those loafing terms. I think he's not going to do anything, so Goodbye, Whalmer. Skarmory should fall asleep after this, so it's Tentacruel. Yeah. Feel the stomach a bubbling. Yeah. Yeah, I just always imagine the I don't know. You see the the stereotypical bubbling acid that you would see in so many kids cartoons, or even they do it with live action stuff. This is my stomach. Alright. I'm gonna pick on Tentacruel. Especially since it might hit us with a water move. Goodbye. Goodbye, Tentacruel world. Yeah. Yeah, that's it, zombie. Yeah, totally. It is a cool sprite for Tentacruel. Sadly, I didn't keep it up on the screen very long. I've enjoyed what they've done with the Gen 1 and a lot of the Gen 2 sprites in this game. I have no frame of reference for what the Gen 3 stuff or any of them look like in Sapphire or Ruby. But that is to say, whenever they've shown a Gen 1, one of the things that's most apparent to me is like they're showing size differences a little bit better, I believe. You see a Rattata and it doesn't take up that much space. They have a good job of making the small Pokemon appear particularly diminutive. And it really just makes you, for some of the cute ones, it's like, oh. I think maybe like, in Gen 1 and 2, you definitely, you could get some scale, but they also just, some of the Pokemon are looking the same size in their pixel art essentially, but they would be really different in real life. The Lapras looked interesting too. Yeah, it did look like we had kind of snuck up on it. I love that storyline you wrote into it, Zombie, with the the Lapras being trapped in Granite Cave. Oh, Lazy Boy wants to learn Slash. All right, so honestly, if I could get rid of Strength, I probably would. Man, too bad I can't just get rid of Strength from here. See, I could see it. I wonder how, okay. It's got the high crit rate. It hits for 70 versus 80 on Strength. I can't get rid of Strength from here, though. Yeah. You know what? I'm not using Encore, actually. I see there's some moves where like I see the value in it, but more so from like the competitive or maybe the battle tower or something, and I gotta build a team to travel with. Yeah, maybe we get rid of Encore just because I'm not really. Yeah, exactly, Zombie. Yeah, right. And I've had one of them when I played the Diamond and Pearl remakes. We had Shining Pearl. That's the only way I've ever played the Gen 4 stuff. But woe is me. But when it went to slacking, which it had the like thing where it would be skipping every turn, loaf around every other turn, and it made me wonder, how do people keep it as Visigoth and not evolve it? Or is it just that it becomes the stat boost is just so crazy that it's worth keeping, it's worth missing a turn on because he's probably going to one-hit KO, or I don't know. Help me with the calculus, folks. I think I'll get rid of Encore. I see where it's a cool move, but this guy he's either going to be putting him, the way I've been using him, it's just to put folks to sleep, knock the shit out of them, or heal himself. Well, herself, Lazy Boy. So, yeah. Right, Zombie, yeah. Well, I'm gonna ditch Encore. I think you're right, Nick. I guess if we always needed it bad enough, we could relearn it. I don't think I'm gonna keep him in situations where I would want the other team getting 2 to 5 turns after that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I could see where Encore, you know. Yeah, the abilities are really sweet. So I mean, that's something I haven't considered with like when I'm catching them around here. And sometimes that, you know, like obviously there's huge strategies around those. Those abilities, or is it natures, or I always forget the terminology, but they're yeah, these natures and stuff matter, and their ability there. This one's pretty sweet with Lazy Boy to prevent sleep. Yeah, shed skin. Avoid sound-based moves. Soundproof. Ups fire moves in a pinch. Interesting to see Blaze and Overgrow. We could do Lazy Girl. Trent. All right. Thanks for telling me about your Ekans. All right. All right, we'll head. I was thinking we would just really go. I think it's even west from here, and then we connect with the abandoned shit. And then really, once we do that, I think we can really pick up where we left off story-wise, which is heading east of Lily Cove. All right, move forward. Yeah, where is the I forget. Oh, you know what? We have some. Well, I was thinking at the very least we could do GRL Palpuck. We'd all know what to call her. Yeah, I figured it. I think we might have filled it up. I was thinking that too. My dream is to swim the world's 7 seas. Across 1,000 miles, or a little bit more than that, I guess. Yeah, look at Tentacruel. I think we might have pretty much filled it up with that. But Tentacruel's got a bunch. I bet we could do it. All right, hit him with the. You know what? We love you, Lazy Boy. Just get in there. Oh, you should be using Slash some too. Hit him with the crit. Yeah, it's tough, Nick. Yeah, it really is. I'm a big, you know, midnight snacker. It's not usually that late, except on the weekends. But yeah, like I'm really bad about. I just typically want. I've got a sweet tooth for sure. I typically want something right before I'm going to wind it down, or you know, well, prepare for bed, brushing the teeth and all that stuff. Lazy Boy. Exactly, Palpuck. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Once I looked at Tentacruel, I saw that we'd have some space. Damn you, Speed Racer. Come on. We're gonna hit him this time, Lazy Boy. We're just gonna knock him out and go home. All right. There we go. They're like, also, my name, I'm not lazy anymore. I'm like this high-strung middle evolution right now. I don't skip any turns. I'm ready to go every turn. I'm already running at the enemy before you ask me. Go, Speed Racer. Go, Speed Racer. Go, Speed Racer, go. The end of that commercial with the like rotation of Speed Racer in the car. It's smooth, man. It's smooth. I'm neither lazy nor am I a boy. I like these two that are gonna try to double fight me if I walk in between them. Double fight me. I've never seen it, Zombie. When did that come out? That was... You know, this, I believe this is a double battle. And for those who don't know how it works, it's kind of a cute addition. It's a cute addition to Gen 3. Well, you know, two Pokemon. They came in Gen 3 with the double battles, but some folks, you walk up and you talk to either of them and it's going to initiate a double battle between those two. But then there's a lot who are waiting for situations like this and where we could pick them off one at a time if it is what I think it is, and we could just fight them one at a time, or we could swim right in between them and it'll initiate a double battle. And I'm curious what it does for their, you know, most trainers don't carry like a whole lot of, they don't carry a whole lot of Pokemon on them. You know, they don't throw them into battle usually, so I'm curious if it remixes the teams a bit, if you do a double battle. Well, PS2 and Wii era, okay? Yeah, it has been a while. Alan, what's up, man? Welcome. Yeah, I got the haircut today. Give me a hell yeah! Been putting it off. I love water-type Pokemon. I love other Pokemon, too. I take huge pride in my Pokemon. We'll show you one speedy battle. Let's go. How you doing, Alan? Welcome. Happy Thursday. Sailor Corey and Cool Trainer Carolina. One of battle. All right, 6 Pokemon. Here we go. Oh, cool. Yeah. Must be it's that time of year, guys. Hopefully, some of us it needs to be multiple times a year, but it had been 6 months since my last cut, or getting closer to 7, I think. That's what I mean, I always get it cut, and then I'll let it grow out for a long time, and then that's more out of laziness than like preference. I think we stand a chance against these guys. Let's, you know what? You need to heal yourself, Lazy. Oh, nice, Dustin. You just got your, you just buzz it every week, or how do you do it? Oh, cool, Alan. Yeah, well, sounds like you're taking care of some business, getting the haircut and stuff, and yeah. Hope you've had a good couple days off. Or yesterday, and then tomorrow. All right, I think we can finish them. Get out of here, Manectric. Hair being singular. I go, I pluck it. Ow. I didn't mean to like actually pull on the hair there, but I gotta be careful. It's more fragile. these last couple of years. I don't understand. Shampoo the hair, and I don't know whose hair that is down in the drain. It ain't mine, I'll tell you that much. Maybe I'm just in denial. Alright, can we get Gojira as close to death? Yeah, it sucks because like I had a dandruff issue that was bugging the crap out of me, and like so the solution was like it got to where like some of it was like kind of close on the forehead, and I have like eczema and stuff, so it got to where it was starting to affect some of the hair in front, and like you know, I freaked out. Oh no, what is happening? You know, and yeah, Doc had me for a long time now. I've had to do like I don't shampoo every day, but when I do it, I have to get like this big glob, and basically he told me to like get a huge, like he was like get more than you would think you would need for any normal kind of, you know, shampooing, and you basically have to get it up there and like get it lathered, get it sudsy, and then it's supposed to sit for 5 minutes, and then, you know, it's supposed to like massage it into the scalp and stuff, and it's like I'm just like, man, I'm tired of it, because it also just sort of fries my, you know, using that much shampoo, it's gonna take all the natural oils out, and so on those days I have to shampoo. It's too much trouble. And then I really don't like long hair. When it's like this and it's touching my eye, it can be okay, but like when I can't get it out of my face, I'm just like, I'm like extra bugged. I don't know, you know, it's a thing. And I think that combo of like having to shampoo the hair and then not being able to get it out of my face, and I'm trying to shave, and I'm trying to put on this like, you know, cream I'm supposed to put on, or, you know, the like you know, I gotta do like a cream, I gotta do like a medicated cream and then a lotion. I'm just like, what the this sucks. I used to not have to worry about this. What the hell?
It's a sub. You gifted a sub.
I think having the short hair will help too, because it's gonna help it. I can actually dry it. I can actually dry the hair when I want to, instead of like, you know, it just being too long to dry without freaking blow dryer. I don't want to go through all that trouble. Oh yeah, I should, Nick. Yeah, get some blood flow to the head. I'm curious, you know, because it's like I'm in my late 30s now, and it, you know, it's interesting because like, you know, my uncle went bald and started showing that pretty early, and his kids, I think, started showing, you know, male pattern baldness pretty early and stuff. But my dad kept a lot of his, you know, he's on up there at this point. We could qualify as elderly, I suppose, at this point. So, you know, it's a different ball game, but yeah. I'm hoping I can keep it around for a while. There you go, Dustin. Man, that's been a while, huh? Was our mission accomplished at that point, or? The mission accomplished was, No more needing to shampoo the hair for Dustin, you know? Finally done. Yeah, right, exactly. Regime change of the hair follicles. Really not so much a collapse, you know? Not so much a regime change. Oh no, zombie. I'm worried. Oh, from The Simpsons. Okay, I'll have to watch this later. Thanks, man. We got some Simpsons aficionados in the chat. I always, you know, a lot of my friends were always like, you know, pretty big into Simpsons. It could do the whole trivia thing and had like seen all the episodes in high school, had like seen all the episodes up until that point and stuff, and could quote it. But yeah, I always watched a handful, but not a ton. Let me see, I might be able to show that if you give me a second. Let me see. Let's share the desktop. Yeah, 1 second. Let's kill the game music for just 1 second. Zoop. Oh, okay, let me just pause it, sorry. Let's see this. All right. Oh, you know what? I may not even be able to play too much. I might get myself dinged, like, pretty quickly. Who knows?
Your son has a temporary condition called lazy eye, where one eye is
You
weaker
don't
than
want to
the
get
other.
dinged.
You'll have to wear these for 2 weeks.
Oh.
That scalp's a little dry. Better see our dermatologist.
This is me.
Rub a palmful of this medicated salve into your scalp every half an hour. Keep him away from open flames and pregnant women.
These should help those fallen arches. Enjoy.
Throat looks a little red. I better spray it.
Holy, thanks, nice lady. My voice is crazy with this brain already.
Nice glasses, Four Eyes.
Nice shoes. 2 feet.
Your appearance is comical to me.
I love his voice, too.
I'm a nerd.
So am I.
Damn. Oh no,
Your son has
we
a
went on to
temporary
something
condition
else.
called lazy
What it was,
eye,
I
where
don't
one
know.
eye is
All right, no scrolling. There's a Simpsons for everything, you know. There's a, and they also predicted everything as well. So at this point, it's been on for long enough where I would hope some of those predictions would have come true, or you know, at the very least, it's like you know, it's the shotgun approach. You make a really wide shot, it's gonna hit something. Can you go anything over here? No. So that's it. That's it for this section. Up to the abandoned ship, which we've already been in. Oh, you guys. Oh, you can hear the game, right? I think. Yeah, we're good. Sorry. It's crazy to me that it's still on, Zombie. It's a. Not to say like it shouldn't be, or you know, it just like yeah, that's what I was thinking. We saw the big dark patch inside of the abandoned ship. So yeah, we don't have anything to do here for now. So I thought what we might do is go to Lily Cove. Let's take a look at the map. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. The PokeNav is pretty smooth once you get used to using this. I haven't done any match calls, or I've had a couple people call and ask for battles, but I have not given them battle. Alright, oops. We're gonna go up to the top right corner. We're gonna go to the northeast corner of the map. Zoom out, please. We're in Lily Cove. Or rather, we're gonna fly to Lily Cove and go east. That actually came from Admin Matt, the Team Aqua admin. He even tells you basically, like, good luck searching for the submarine. You know, you'll have to go past Lily Cove City, something along those lines. So I think we need to head this way. We're not equipped to go diving, so that's it. So next is MOSSDEEP, yep. Which is kind of a hilarious name if you consider that we can't dive yet. So we need to go, you know, MOSSDEEP. And even deeper. MOSSDEEP. They'll try to tell you that the devs didn't, the English localization didn't plan that, but they did. You gotta go MOSSDEEP. And to do that, you're gonna need an HN dive. Where's the Space Center, Zombie? I don't think we've been. Been to the weather station, been to the museum. Oh, we need to go, we do have a fossil now. Let's go to the... thank you. MOSSDEEP. Thank you, Pal Puck. That's what I was trying to say. For some of you, you'll best know the word, sadly, you'll best know the word from the Taco Bell ads, asking us all to live Moss. All right, let's see. There's a... I want to take the fossils that we have to the folks that will look that over. You gotta live Moss, baby. Where is that? It's not the Devon folks. Is it at Fall Arbor? Because you got the Fossil Maniac here. Is he gonna help us? I don't remember where. I don't know where you take these fossils. I think we found one on another stream recently. It is the Devon folks. All right. Well, let's get down to their territory. I think we'll find them in Rustboro. Yeah. Up there with the scientists. Cool. Oh, let's go heal real quick. Dustin's living Moss every time we go to Taco Bell. Who knew we were all living Moss? It can be. Balpuck, yeah. Sometimes if it, I won't even finish that thought, yeah. It's pretty funny. I like that it's a Devon mega corporation. I think that this is where they are. Devon Corp, all caps. Yeah, so this is the one that will... Yeah, this is the one that will... Sorry, I don't... These scientists, they all, well, it just looks like one nerd to me, you know? I can't tell them apart. This one here, though, is developing, Oh, this is our fossil guy, yeah. Okay, so the one to the left, where I started, is the one that we can trade for... The one to our left now. Or, you know... Behind us is the one that can... You can trade a Pokemon back to yourself. That's how you get those final trade evolutions that you normally have to trade to someone else. We showed that with a couple Pokemon earlier in the game. Now we found the one that can revive a fossil. Yeah, I feel like Bart once again, Dustin. I called these guys nerds, and of course that's just all respect, you know. I can with my newly developed fossil regenerator. I think the fossils were Palpuck. What is added is the person behind us that will let us do the trait evolutions. But I think that this fossil person was in it, but... We also have a bunch. Got some new fossils here I don't recognize. I think. Do them all, man. That's funny. Okay. Tells me the ones that it has. Here's the menu of the ones you can bring around to me. All the fossils out there. I think we got a helix or dome one earlier. I don't think we have root. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, we got one of the Gen 1... Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to hit that. We got one of the Gen 1 fossils, so that'll be the correct answer. God damn it. I keep... sorry, just... You gotta go through a lot of text to get there, and I've just been... keeping my hand at the ready for next... Yes. Which of these fossils? Alright, I would like you to take a look at the helix or dome. I think we have amber too, actually. Yeah, we do have some amber. Yeah. One drawback. So how about you go for a stroll and look around for a while? That's gonna take a little while. Just leave the room. Really just a short stroll around the building. We'll do it. Visually reproduces. Just checking what the other scientists are up to. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're good on the PokeNav tutorial right now. System ready. Initiate software analysis. Scanning upgrade. Reticulating spleens. Analysis complete. Splines. E386 is on version 1.4.4. We had checked that, actually. I think we checked that early in the game. Yeah, you get your version fix. Version number, yeah. Hello. Let's talk, thanks for waiting. Your fossilized Pokemon has been brought back to life. The fossil was an ancient Pokemon. Aerodactyl it was. Oh, there we go. Yeah! Boy. Aerodactyl. I prefer reticulating spleens. Is it? Zombie? That's funny. I thought I had seen the verbiage somewhere. I don't think it's from SimCity, but maybe something else referencing it. Heck yeah, thanks 1-800. Steven Tyler? Are you sure? Yeah! I mean, are you really sure? Yeah. Who have you talked to about this? All right, well, let's do Steven Tyler. I like it. We might have to do one. Can we, I don't know. Steve. Sadly. Steven. Something's wrong with our eyes. Boo, 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 boo. That's funny, zombie. All right. I'm just gonna call this thing. Let's give it a name. I don't think it's going to be part of our team, so the name is only for our own amusement probably in this moment, and maybe if we check the box somewhere down the road. But I hear sirens. I got a name. I'll call it the Dust Dragon. I'll do one word. Dust Dragon. Thank you, Dimitri. Dimitri, you know, that's funny. That is a good one. I think we might have a dome or helix fossil. Good, we got a dome at least. We're gonna get to MOSSDEEP at some point. I'm glad we're taking care of some stuff. Kabuto! Alright.
Oh, wow! Wow!
Oh yeah, that's right. Man, it's been so long since I've seen Land Before Time, and that was one of those. It was a cartoon that I'm watching when I'm really young, but so young that I don't even really understand what's going on that well, or you know. Well, I do, but when it's happening, but I couldn't sit there and recount a tale from the Land Before Time. Kaiser the Kabuto. There we go. Dust Dragon. That's what we affectionately call Dustin that around here. The Dust Dragon, D-Dog. I like Kaiser. Oop. Kaiser. Oh, Kabeza the Kabuto. Oh, that's good, Alan. If you can, I think. Oh, that's funny. He just stops there if you don't have any. Oh, darn. Well, I was going to let you name the next one, Alan. Yeah. Oh, totally. That's funny. He does have a big dome on him, doesn't he? A big Kaiser or a helmet. Well, these names don't matter too much, sadly, since I don't think these Pokemon will be spending too much time outside the gym. How are we doing on time? Right at about an hour? You know, I've got to get a little bio break in. I think we've managed to stall just enough to where it's now time to pick up where we left off on the storyline. Which once again is, just let me recap it once again to continue the stall. Just to recap what we've done the last couple days, we took the scenic route, exploring some of these water routes we hadn't explored yet, and we've basically done everything down this way. We're going to be coming back to the abandoned ship when we have another HM. I went to Slateport to see if we can sail east, because I was thinking, oh, this is cool, you got this route down here, but nope, you hit some heavy currents. We cannot get past at this point. So you get stopped. So it looks like we gotta head east from Lily Cove. And I'm already hopping around, so maybe I should get a break. Let's fly over there and then Then I'll get myself a short little break. I've got this electrode that we don't need as well. I bet we can go ditch it. Although it could be good to have an electric Pokemon for going over the sea. Tell you what, we'll decide that when we get back. We'll do a little break. Thank you guys for hanging. This has been a fun one so far. I've got us all saved up.
Dang.
So we're good to take a little break. Thanks for hanging. Sorry I was running late today. It took me longer than I thought to get back home. But yeah, glad you guys are here. And now we're just going to sit in the comfy Pokemon zone and see if we can track down this stolen submarine, or at least get a move that's going to help us get there. We might be a little ways off from doing our dive. We're going to head to the town of MOSSDEEP. I hope they have a Pokemon gym there. We've got 2 badges left, so. All right, guys, I'll see you back in a bit. BRB.
start to play.
Gamers, how you doing? What's up, guys? Welcome. Happy Thursday. Good to see ya. Trying to make Dustin look down at his phone. Yeah, how you guys doing? I saved my game and I'm back. That's what's up. That's what's happening. All right, we're gonna play that game. Let's get into it now, shall we? You want to see a little clip? Do the transitional thing, you know, just to check this out. We gotta find that scanner for that scientist. Dusted. Yeah, it's funny. When I play it, I think about that every time. So I'd like to apologize. I know how it is. You know, you can have that. You can have that response. If you've ever set a noise that you're gonna hear out in the world, you've set that noise as a notification. You're in for a confusing time. All right, so let's fly. Oh, Zappa. Thinking about zapping you out of our team. Let's go see what we can do. We might have to give Zappa the boot. Zappa, I think you might be better as kind of a solo act, you know, or at least pursuing your own stuff. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Dustin might be working or something. Who knows? These are you're busy people with busy lives. Sorry. I don't know what to do. I just got the haircut today. I'm still like I want it to do what I'm asking it to do. All right. We're not going to use any of these. Sadly, I love all these. I mean, come on. Dust Dragon, Kaiser. These are some of your favorite Pokemon. La Prince. But I'm trying to stick to mostly the Gen 3s. We got a Miss Mouse. We're about to replace Zappa, who I think their main utility to us was Flash. Oh, I've been wanting to get in something Ghost and or Psychic. Oh yeah, I guess we have our evolution of it, but we haven't found the Mudkip that's in the game. That was our starter. We got the Kips to start with. I'm using a Wobbuffet in, or no, right now it's not Wobbuffet actually. I get these mixed up sometimes, but the one that's the fake tree. Pseudo-Woodo. Been using that in my crystal run. Machamp is awesome, but, you know, we're trying to stick to mostly Gen 2 stuff. I think I'm gonna grab this. I think I'm gonna grab, one of these Dust Skulls. Which one's the one? And we started the game with Mudkip. Boom, 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 boom. Mudkip was our starter. Wait, no. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. I realize what I've been doing. I'm totally mixing up the names from Gen 2 and 3. Right? Or now I'm confused. Okay, we started with the water one. That is not Totodile. That's 2, right? Okay. Silly me. All right, I was correct, but man, for a second I was like, sorry. All right, we got it. I might pull out one of these. Let's take a look at the stats. Yeah, we started with Kip, Kipster, Mudkip. I have all 3 of the all 3 of the starters we've been using, and we have them at a high level. Yeah, here he is right here. Yeah, this was our starter. No, for a second I knew starter, but I couldn't remember Totodile. I thought for a half second that I was getting the name Mudkip wrong, and that was actually from Gen 2. So yeah, that's all that happened. Turns out I was saying it correctly. But I don't believe myself, you know?
Thank you!
Rotes, welcome. You can't blame us for that, man. Did you fall asleep to some... Damn it, everybody's falling asleep to Speed Racer. We got at the very least, we've got a lot of digestive issues around here. Oh, that's funny, Zombie. That's cool, yeah. I was thinking, yeah, once we get back with Dive, I was hoping we could get around and explore. Unless we find the scanner somewhere else, but yeah. Hey, welcome Classic, Sonic the Hedgehog. How are ya? And I know when you talk classic Sonic the Hedgehog, you are talking about the classic stuff, you know, respect.
Oh, this is Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis.
You can go by. I like the other Pokemon. I like our starter too. It's languishing in a box. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab... We're gonna use a Dust Skull. I just don't know which one. Alright. Drop, yeah, there. We need to use our Eevee at some point too. Turn it into something. Alright, versus Grim. Grim versus the other one. What we got? Let's take a look at the stats. 29, 62, 463. 56, 27. Same level. Hey, well, welcome, Classic / Gary. Yeah, welcome. Hope you're doing okay. Happy Thursday. Oh, cool, Zombie. I'm looking forward to getting back to that. Yeah, I had a feeling that even now there might be some stuff we can get to, you know, that, like, there's still some unexplored portions, but... Okay, let me look at this. 29.56. 6, better defense there. Special attack at 24.63. This one's got a little higher special attack, I guess. Speed at 20 versus 23. Yeah, I guess good question about the natures there. Yeah, right. And abilities levitate, not hit by ground attacks. I would imagine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they both had that. And they're both adamant, huh? It's funny. This one's slightly better defense. A little faster, but yeah, 2 less special attack. I guess we'd be relying on special attack a lot. WWJD. 62 versus 56 is pretty considerable defense difference. It ultimately probably doesn't matter too much. Speed is always nice, I guess. I'd like to have a higher special attack, but it's 24 versus 26. Oh no, I'm not familiar with that game. Classic, yeah. Just one last update for it, huh? What to do? I think we're gonna keep. I think I'm gonna go with Buzzkill. Buzzkill versus Grin. Welcome to the team for now, Buzzkill. I was kind of I put a little menace into that for now. A little malice. Okay. Alright, so we can fly over to Lilyco City. And we can head east like Team Aqua was daring us to. Are we ready for the journey? Alright, let's see. Anything to give to our new member of the team? Duskull. Got a bunch of... We're good on water and lemonade. Milk, lemonade. We're good on all that. Max revive. PP max elixir. Full restore. Psychic type moves, okay. He may have... Our Duskull might get something along those lines, but... I don't see anything for like Ghost or... Duskull is a good name. This is a cool Pokemon. Yeah. I like that it's, you know, the Ghost, it's like the little old man or woman with the hands behind the back, you know.
So I missed.
Alright. Astonish and Confuse Ray. Toodles classic. Take it easy. Take her easy. Where's that name raider when you need it? Foulpuck's ready to get in and change all the names. Fix Lazy Boys. I do forget where the where our name raider is. Was it like not up in Fall Harbor, was it? Let me look it up. Oh, cool. What is it called, Rotes? What Resident Evil are we up to now? Just lazy. You know, I guess yeah, not even lazy, right? But I'm gonna look it up real quick. Name Raider in Emerald Slateport. It is in Slateport. Okay. Trainers Fan Club. Slateport. Fly me away. Number 9. Resident Evil number 9. Back to Raccoon City. With Leon. Damn. He's just gathered a few traumatic memories since then, probably. Just a couple. Since that original trip there. I never played a whole lot of those games. I played some of 5. Is it 5? 4 or 5? I don't know. The one that made it to GameCube. Spoiler alert. You make way for a new generation, Leon. It's about time you got killed off to a zombie horde. Make way for the next generation. 4 went to GameCube. Yeah, it was that one was brutal. Yeah, it was. I've mentioned it before a couple times, but the chainsaw that you see really early on, that chainsaw kill that you can have, well, done to you, it you know, it doesn't always bug me in games, but there was something about playing that game and then watching that character that I was just controlling and having them run around. That was just me, right? All my inputs. And then I didn't do some inputs fast enough or correct enough, and now I just watched my character get turned into a pile of meat. It set the tone, and I was not. I was like, I'm out. No, I did play a little bit beyond that, but I had other games to play too, and I think I just didn't want to. Yeah. At that moment, I wasn't feeling it. I think I could appreciate those games more. I want to try. I'd be down to play the original stuff. I know that they brought like 2 over to the GameCube, right? Or rather, the 64. I meant, and then you get that Resident Evil 1 remake for the GameCube that I've thought about. I'd love to check that out sometime. Okay, I forgot where the Pokemon Club is. I think there's a sign for it. Oh, I've heard it's good, Nick, and it's just really crazy that it even exists, huh? You know, that's something that seemed pretty mind-blowing. I guess it took a, I don't know much about it, but I guess that there was like a lot of compression done to be able to fit it onto a 64 cart, and it was a bit of a, you know, marvel for its time for what they'd managed to fit. Yeah, they look cool, Zombie. Yeah. Honestly, at that point, the graphics look so sick, you know, it's amazing. I love GameCube and Wii stuff. I play some modern games, but you know, I spend a lot more time doing the old stuff, and I just feel like I don't know, maybe I'm a simple man. It's like this, you know, I'll play something around, you know, from that era, GameCube, Wii. I'm just like, man, these graphics. It doesn't get any better than this, folks. There's the harbor. Yeah. That's cool, Roats. Yeah, so you played a lot of it. I would like to test out... I played like a demo of one of them, I believe. Or maybe my neighbor had the whole game, but I do remember it being scary as fuck. And I didn't even see... I'm not even watching the, like, stuff at the beginning of the game. He's already midway into it, and I just remember like doing the like, oh god. Watching my character rotate like everywhere except where I want them to go to try to shoot this like, you know. That I was at his house seeing the like dog busting through the window, whichever game that is. Yeah, it's cool that they managed to pull that off, Zombie. Get it all down into that cart. Yeah. Yeah, Roats. Sometimes you're gonna need... Well, I was telling you guys about like asking my my friend's dad if he could burn... It was this game called like... And I'm not going down this rabbit hole again, but it was something... I believe it was called Wacky Racers. But I don't know. We're not going down this... We're not... we're not going there again. Whatever the game was, I asked him if he could put it on a disc, and he's like... No. Yeah, sorry, Zombie. It takes a long time. It takes a long time to get rolling. I asked him if he could put it on a disc, one of the, like, you know... Not a flop... Truly floppy disc, but one of the others. He's like, it would take this minute. It would take, like, it was, I think, 13 or something like that. A whole bunch. Riku, what's up and welcome. All right, I'm gonna name this thing. Maybe it was Wacky Wheels, Palpuck. Wacky Wheels? Wacky? I don't know. I can't. My God. I'm whacked out. I'm gonna name it Nathan. Okay, what are we gonna name you? Not lazy. The Napster. In case we do evolve it. Whacked out on Wowie sauce. In case we do evolve it, you know, and it is taking those lazy turns, you know. Wacky Wheels. It sounds, that's it. Yeah, it was a Mario Kart style or looking kind of thing. Yeah, this must be it. That's funny. Yeah. All right. Okay, thank you. It is right. I'm glad you guys insisted. Let me show you. We're gonna go surfing someday. This was it. I'm pretty sure. I think some of these characters. God, this has been so long. Some of these characters are looking familiar. We had this. Whoops. Hey, there he is. The maker of this game. He's down in the chat. Oh yeah, check him out if you haven't already. Zombie Ant. That's the Twitch name. He's also down in the chat. He made Emerald 386. Now what I mean to hit was this button.
Rockman.
A rockin' with some wacky wheels. That's not Bowser's Castle at all. Do 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 do. Peggles, Tigi, Razor. We've got some good names popping up here. Umo. Man. Yeah, you got it, Zombie. I try to do at least one purposeful one a stream, so glad we can get some accidental ones too.
If you really want to know, you're going to have to pick up the controller and play the game.
That's what they say. All right. Maybe just whacked. Whacked out. You know, sometimes you just gotta take what's right in front of you. And I've been looking for a name, something that doesn't necessarily mean lazy. Figure out it's whacked out. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, what are you talking about, Rhodes? I tell folks to... Shoot, you tell folks to follow you. I don't even have to do that half the time, but yeah. Nah, I promote. This would be a good time to tell you guys that tomorrow we're not going to play Emerald. We're going to be playing... we're going to be doing some Genesis. And I was thinking about this, Rhodes. We had a generous offer, well, not even an offer, a generous gift from the Rhodes Foundation of a couple of games came to me for Christmas, and we haven't gotten around to them yet. Jurassic Park and Shining Force 2. And I think I want to play... I think just because I was setting up for Shining Force, but you guys warned me that it is a really long game. Maybe we could fire it up and see what, you know, I already like got the... I like watched the intro and did a recording of that and stuff. And I ran around a little bit in that first town just to kind of see what's up. And then there's Jurassic Park. So I say we do Jurassic Park because... that'll be easier to kind of slot in, you know, and not have to like, not have to, you know, worry about getting it out, you know, planning a bunch of streams to get it finished off. We're close to the end of this game, close-ish, I think. It's still going to take a little while, especially if there's streams that, if I play at this pace, but, it's going to be all right. Yeah, let's find out. Let's drop into Shining Force 2 right now, baby. Yeah, I figured it would take some time, Rhodes. Yeah, I'm that one I can just do like a full setup for. It's got some really sweet music that I was already finding, so yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, it looks like it could have some cheese factor to it, yeah. I'm gonna be throwing the Genesis controller.
Nani?
I'm gonna get to the really angry stuff.
I'm pissed now. Dang.
The intro videos are intense. I have it actually set up, but I don't have it to where I'm talking over it. I guess I could add the mic in. That wouldn't be, or I could just shut up and play it, but it goes on for a while. It keeps circling back to the title screen, but then it will go into, you know, like a CPU demo of it, someone playing the game. And I love those from that era. The like, yeah, you know, the recordings of someone playing the game, often badly, and it goes into a few scenarios before it starts to loop everything. Yeah. All right, we're surfing. We are officially surfing, guys. I love those emotes, Zombie. You have such a sweet style. There's been a real nasty like sounding dog. A very nasty dog. Out somewhere down our street, and it's been going off a lot. Oh yeah, with the lightning, Palpuck.
Oh,
Swimmer Grace would like to battle. There's whacked out. Alright, here we go. Let's, at this point I might be able to switch out, but we'll keep you in and get a slash in there. Aurora Beam. We are officially on the water, folks. We're surfing. It doesn't matter. Just take it out. You guys want to see that Jurassic Park intro? Maybe. I'll get through this battle and we'll play through it. That'll be fun. Buzzkill, what you got? What you know good? Little ghost arms. Mantine. There we go. Yeah, I'll get through this battle and we'll pull it up. We'll do that. We'll preview for tomorrow. I forget what Dark does. I think it's got something where if they switch out, it does extra damage, I think, is maybe... Let's do we gotta get Buzzkill some good moves.
Oh!
Mantine is a big old fish. Big old ray. Here we go. Let's pull Pine Sol out. We wanted Buzzkill to get a little experience, but it's in over its head right now. Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, that hurts. Come on, survive, Pine Sol. Don't you die on me! This is when we could use Zappa. Classics like Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City. What was that? Man, what was that one game you were playing? It was a side-scrolling, action shooter. This is, there's only a couple of those on the Genesis. But there was one you were playing, Rotes, that... I think it was one of those first times that you had gotten the Genesis Mini hooked up and rolling, on stream or whatever. Dancer, get in there. Finish this thing off. Do something. Hit it with the wing attack. What is it like? I'm surprised that it has wing attack. That's cool. I'd like to see the typing of this Mantine, but... Just assuming water. Oh, come on. Oh, Booger Red. That's funny, zombie. Dude, no, we're not gonna play that tonight. Sees the intro screen. That's too bad. I had no idea that you were this strong. We're in a battle. Nobody needs me to sing, sorry. All right, here we go. Let me pull that up. 1 second. Was it Rolling Thunder? No, I don't think it was that. I think there was a time when you played something on Genesis. They had these, everybody had these pretty tall sprites. And you were just gunning. You were running, doing a bit of walking sideways and shooting folks. Yeah. What could it have been? A pick a flick. No, it was something on... Yeah, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was a Genesis game. Let's do this. Let me try this.
I'm so happy.
I'm pissed now.
I believe you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man. Video game trauma.
You suck.
Wait, we're not playing Zelda? God, this producer sucks, man. Well, check me out. Triforce Eyes. All right, 1 second.
Whoa.
All right. Thanks for hanging, guys. How about that Jurassic Park trailer? What? Crazy. I could not find the microphone for the... I spent about 30 seconds and I was like, you know what? Let me rest the old voice here. Oh, Jackie's ready to fight. Here I am, swimming by my own on this lonesome sea. There's no other word for it. This is pathetic. Dude, you don't have to be so harsh on yourself, man. Oh, you know what? I played a little bit of Aladdin at a buddy's house as a kid. I remember it being really difficult. It also... There was some retail demo of a Genesis that for several years had Aladdin. And I remember every now and then we were there. I don't remember where it was, but they had it up for a little while, at least a year or two. I don't know. Maybe it just felt that way, but all right. I'm a bit bored with Whacked Out, but let's go ahead and just knock this Poliwag out, right? Can we get a crit? Doo-doo. Buzzkill's about to croak. Swimmer Declan. Oh, look at this. Sweet little sprite, huh? Or big sprite, I should say. Dude. Lion King. There are, so many of those Disney games. So I remember Lion King as well. I had that one for Game Gear, and it gets really tough, but I did eventually beat it. I remember feeling pretty proud of myself. Because the Scar fight sucked. It was hard. I think the first time to beat it, I don't know if I found a code or something, but I may have had like additional lives or something to be able to get through it the first time. Ichigo, what's up, man? Welcome. Dude. I was in a section of the soundboard that is very negative, and I didn't want to call you any swear words or...
Game Master.
Oh yeah, I heard that the SNES version of Lion King sucked. That's interesting to hear that about well, Rhodes just said it's way different than the Genesis, but yeah, that's interesting, yeah. Which one are you saying is different than the Genesis one, Rhodes? Are you saying that about Street Fighter 2 or these Disney? Oh, about Aladdin. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Somebody save us. It's flying as well. This is not a great choice here, but... Oh! I screwed up and I'm gonna get my team wiped. Oh, cool. It looks smooth. Like, the animation on it is really great. The art style and stuff, and... obviously it had a good basis, but... or good, source material. Well, yeah, it's a... I remember thinking that it all looked very smooth on the Genesis. It was a pretty impressive game. Lion King's about the same. That's interesting. I think that it's the Game Gear version is very much like based on the Genesis one, but it's a kind of a demade version of that. I think it's supposed to be pretty similar, like in terms of... Oh, here's a spot for us to dive. Can't do that yet. Oh, our team is a little busted. They're whacked out. Break out the fresh waters. Yeah, from what I can tell, it seems like it's really based off of that I don't know much about the SNES version. You said they're similar, but yeah. It seems like I got to play a little bit of the Genesis version, and I noticed that I thought at least it felt like it was the same you know, programmed pretty much to be the same. What's up with my... We good. Here's another dark spot. Woke up in the 80s, got to relive everything over. Man, that'd be amazing. Yeah. Ichigo, Lieutenant Dan invested us in some kind of fruit company.
Hey!
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's an interesting period, and you know, I do think that it is interesting to think of that. I can't think of another word but interesting here. But the Genesis and NES, when you look at the timeline for them, it's fascinating to me that the Genesis came out when it did. I think it was out in '88 in Japan and '89 in the US. And it's interesting to think at that time, you know, I mean, I'm alive, but I'm a tiny kid. I have actually started playing games, I think, by that point. You know, grabbing the NES controller, playing a little bit, but yeah. It's interesting to think how Sega was at that 16-bit tier, you know, for you know, with no competition from Nintendo, at least, for a while. Let's go whacked out. No. Yeah, it's interesting. I've wished that I could have a CRT, but yeah, I truly don't really have the room at this point. I forgot to give all those fresh waters out. Let's yawn you. Come on, whacked out. Do it. There you go. Yeah, so to have one that would be, you know, not as heavy, or there you go, Ichigo. Yeah. I feel like I'm getting a not so good kind of pixel blurring, you know, as I get older. You know, this the astigmatism's getting worse. I wish I could say it made everything look a little bit better, a little smoother. Yeah, but I haven't... With my current setup of already having the retro tink at this point, I think I'm even less inclined to go get a CRT. Yeah. I want one, but I already have an expensive solution to play on a big modern TV, so... And I'm really happy with what the retro tink does. It also feels nice to play something that's really, I don't know, nice and snappy. And it's still on a modern TV, you know. Yeah, pal, but, well, I'm just thinking of... You know, somebody out there makes some kind of, you know, magnifying glass, like, you know, all those crazy Game Boy, like, third-party... Yeah. Those things that would go over the... I even remember them for the original Fat Game Boy, you know. Those were awesome. Got some oldies around here. That's okay. 3 years away. Man, yeah, that's poignant, you know, like you start life off and you're in that early era, you start as Velcro shoes, and wow, someday, you know, if you get to live, if you're blessed enough to live that long, you return to the Velcro shoes. That's just that beautiful cycle of life, you know. Yeah. I don't remember what it is I have in my head, but I'm even thinking about this old poem about, like, you know, the mewling something infant and how you turn into that when you're old. I don't remember what it is. Maybe it's even a Shakespeare thing, but yeah, there's some reference deep in there about how you basically you're a baby at the beginning and the end. A helpless, crying, pooping baby.
I miss you. I miss you.
Getting bottle fed. If you just, where were all the commercials about, like, it must have been really hard to get your fiber down, you know, all those commercials about different ways to get your fiber, you know. Your grandpa seems to not have to chug his Metamucil these days. Fiber. I remember seeing those tubs, Ichigo. That brand, I can see the brand in my head. So you're saying you're just gonna go ahead and become a grumpy old man? Or go ahead and roll with that until it's like maybe like a little more excused or expected. Slim Fast. There, yes, my parents, my mom had Slim Fast around. I do remember Slim Fast. We had, we were talking about the, like, little diet cookies. One of you guys got the name of them. I don't remember. But they would make them in, like, chocolate and other stuff. They were quite good, but it was yet another, like, low-fat food. Yes, I think Snackwells. Yeah. We had a lot of low-fat stuff around the house, I remember. Roads. That's you're just gonna go ahead and start the all the. That's the thing, man. You know, if you're. It's not cool when they do it when they're old, and it's especially heinous when someone hasn't yet reached that age and they exhibit such behavior. So just all that is to say, it's a little easier to get away with when one is, you know, old as hell. Yeah. Eat Fig Newtons and drink fruit. I mean, I have other kind of, well, not the Fig Newtons lately, but other, yeah, I do like a good fig bar. They're tasty. Was that the Snackwell? Was that from the Snackwell commercials, Ichigo? Were people, like, surprised, like, oh my god, How can this be a low fat? You're telling me this is low fat? I'm sitting here binging on it, and it's basically negative calories. Some Werthers. You go to Rhodes' house and he's got like three different kinds of peppermint and peppermint-esque, you know, candies, little hard candies. I used to stock up on those. My grandparents always had, usually a couple of the ones in there. There's the green spearmint ones, and then also just the regular peppermint. Leaf blade 'em. Yeah, okay. For all ages, or at least the kids and the elders. Rhodes has got his plan down. Make sure you take care of yourself so you live old enough to just drink all this prune juice and eat all these snacks, you know. Hunter's house. You want to extend that period of time that you're in the sort of grandpa zone. I'm almost waiting for Pal Puck to say, you know, until that day. Mid-maxing health foods, yeah. I'm diet maxing lately. I wouldn't be, yeah, I mean, honestly, as they'll cash in on all this stuff, I think, as people of the, you know, as the exennials continue to age, they're gonna hit every age bracket, but I'm sure, you know, they'll find ways to bring back all your favorite brands and intellectual properties. I'm gonna give this guy some shards if we find any. Flintstones. What are Flintstones push-ups? Oh, they were like a kind of like a pudding pop thing. Like a creamsicle sort of thing, right? In a wrapper. One of those push pops. Hunter's house. Come on. That's what I was thinking it was. Yeah, zombie. Damn. I forget that. I keep forgetting that it will go into like. It's not just the first bite that you gotta pull back on. It can go into a sequence. It's pretty sweet, Ichigo. Yeah. It helps that there's a lot of music with a lot of horns. You know. I mean, honestly, it should be playing for the triumph that is catching a Magikarp. Give me the fanfare. Okay, yeah. I guess I'm talking about the frozen ones that I can't. To mime this would just be absurd, but yeah, you can kind of. I think there is a level of pushing them up into the portion where you eat them, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's more of a frozen creamsicle kind of thing. He could just be making up something with the Ninja Turtles pudding pie. I don't... Hold on. I think I remember these, though. They had their faces on them. Did they? No, it's not what I thought it was. Turtles pie. Okay, let's, I never had these. This is like... It's like, this is like dumpling for, you know, American kid, little Westerners or something. You got the Turtles pie with your vanilla pudding power. So it's a... You know, it's... We got a dessert. I want the sticker. Look at, oh, we got the coloring here. Who is this? Somewhere in between Raph and Donatello. I'm thinking more Donatello. I guess it's closer to a purple. Yeah, it's gotta be Donnie. Hostess. They look like, yeah, they look like tiny little dumplings. That's funny. That color too, sort of this aqua color. All right, head east. Let's take a look at the map actually, because we also went a little bit south. I'm just kind of curious how much further we got till we get to MOSSDEEP. Oh look, we're almost there. Southeast. Yep. Hunter. I'm over 35. And I don't know what they are, Rotes. The turtles? I remember a Ninja Turtles. So I don't remember those. But I do remember a Ninja Turtles one that had their head on it. And you could get these from... I don't know how often I saw them at retail, but you could get them from ice cream trucks and stuff. And yeah, Hostess was everywhere. We were having other stuff from Hostess if I was... Who knows, maybe Dad always stood in between me and the turtle pies. But yeah, I do remember getting some Ninja Turtle, like, this was a head on a stick. A Ninja Turtle head on a stick. Violent ice cream candy. Or, yeah, not a candy, but whatever. Beep. Running around in some moss shallows. Anything on a rock? Who remembers lifesaver suckers and snap bracelets? Well, we're at recycle tape measure. I do remember the snap bracelets. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. The lifesaver suckers. Yeah. Yeah. That seems familiar. I mean, I know the like rolls of lifesavers, and I'm pretty sure I remember a sucker that they had, but 104 bucks on eBay for some lifesavers suckers. They now make lifesavers swirled lollipops for much approachable, much more reasonable prices. Yeah, must be Rotes. Yeah, the head on a stick. Ring pop, the lollipop without a stick. The ring of flavor you can lick. Ring pop. It feels great letting the waves wash over my feet. Speaking of the waves, you know that island city, Sotopolis? I think the gym there had a new leader come in. People tell me the new leader once mentored Wallace. Yeah. The really... Yeah, well, with the, like, nuclear explosion coming off the head or whatever. Was that the, Kids would like, that's crazy. Wonder how common that was. Well, we're gonna get into the city. I just kind of wanted to check the, do a perimeter check. Always good to form a perimeter.
Oh, wow! Wow!
Sadly, I never owned a Nintendo serial system. That's one console that got past me. I'll pull it up for you guys. I did, yeah. I guess I did. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. You know about the Nintendo Entertainment System, but did you know about the Nintendo Cereal System? A breakfast cereal which was produced by Ralston Cereals in 1988 and discontinued in '89. The name of the cereal was based on the Nintendo Entertainment Center and represents two of the most popular video games for the NES at the time, Mario Bros. And Legend of Zelda. You're right, Zombie. I need a that's the thing, man. How are we ever gonna find any kind of peace with these console wars, guys, if we can't sit down and break bread and enjoy some Nintendo Cereal System together? That's cool, Roats. I didn't have the cereal box. Consists of fruity flavored characters and items. Mario, Super Mushrooms, Goombas, Koopa Troopas, and Bowsers. The other side, the Zelda Adventure series, consists of berry flavored characters and items. You get links with a link to The Legend of Zelda. Hearts, keys, boomerangs, and shields. Oh my. Inside the box is a sticker of a Nintendo character, and on the back panel is a set of 12 trading cards called Nintendo Power Cards. It also presents now defunct offers to win a Power Pad NES accessory or a Super Mario Cereal Bowl. Super Mario Cereal Bowl. Jeez, say that 10 times fast. Yo, what the hell? A now defunct offer? Man, we're shut out of the Power Pad or Cereal Bowl sweepstakes or promotion. Was there Pokemon Mac and Cheese? Hey Tater, what's up, man? We're talking Nintendo Cereal System. This is a console a few of us owned, but many of us didn't. How you doing, man? Did Pokemon Mac and Cheese exist? There was, yeah. It was Pokemania, truly. Oh, hey, we got something over here. Oh, sweet, Tater, yeah. I enjoyed watching you guys yesterday do a little, Tater and Ichigo, T-Roy, among others. You guys were doing a joint stream yesterday, doing some StarCraft 2. Oh wow, we got more stuff to explore. I think I remember the spaghetti, like, yeah, some kind of SpaghettiO thing. That's funny. Alan remembers the Pokemon Craft Mac and Cheese, yeah. I don't necessarily remember that one. You know, it's funny because I think around that time, stuff like the Star Wars you know, like all the stuff when they were releasing the original trilogy, and then they did the in the lead up to releasing the prequels. And like I remember a lot of the tie-ins for that, and there's a couple really funny videos about all the merch for the prequels and for that original trilogy, like you know, replay that they did in the late 90s. I've been missing some of the chat. Sorry, I'm a little out of the loop. Oh, Tater doesn't remember the Turtles ice cream. Yeah. Yeah, the one with the head. Yeah, I remember that. Where'd they go? Nope, that's Dude. Dude. This is what we're talking about here. Turtle power. This will give you turtle diarrhea. That ain't natural, man. Athena, the littles. Yeah, they look like little dumplings to me. Now I just, yeah. Yeah, totally zombie. Yeah, I just caught your comment about Poliwhirl. Yeah, it's funny that, you know, there were a couple of, like, pre-Pikachu, Poliwhirl was one of the ones that was really pushed. You would also just see some other Pokemon that would, you know, kind of play that sort of supporting, if you're going to show a few Pokemon in the art, you know, there were some others, you know, before they really just were like, okay, everyone's responding to Pikachu, let's run. We got a hit here. Let's run with that. Thunder looks cool. I think that's the first time I've seen it, and it's gonna kill Whacked Out, which is too bad, but I'm glad we got to see that move. That was not a good choice, Pine Saw there. Pastry snob and a pasty one. What do you prefer on your pasties, Tater? Are we little tassels maybe? So you can swing them around. Let's go Mega Drain on Swellow. Oh, whoops. Finish one of these, please. Hit him with another Rock Slide. Oh, we all talked all we wanted to about those, I thought, roads, but yeah. Yeah, it's PG-13, and then, you know, there's a little bit of, like, you know, follow my lead, kind of, right? You know, it's a let me be, at times, the raunchiest in the room, you know? Don't, you know, there's the different levels of raunchy strike that one could make, and, you know, so I think sometimes it goes... We go into the blue, you know, with a nuclear strike. It is. Artistic. Artistic, though, Ichigo. Not just... I'm gonna do a move now. I don't know, Rotes, for me, man, when you get that first taste of applause, and you got the audience just eating out of your hands. Can't get enough of it. Yeah, we're in some trouble here.
Oh my god.
We're gonna... Alright, alright. Enough of that. Yeah, I smell like turtle pie. It really just took you back. Oh, hey, we got... Yeah, we're gonna take out... Hold on. Let's all focus on... this guy real quick. The turtle pie. Zombie coming in with the turtle pie. I love a good callback. Alright. I guess it was after all, huh, Rhodes? Alright. This is turning into a Parvinator. Rated M for mature. Actually, what's even above M? You got an A, you know, right? A for adult.
That is a disgusting act.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh, they're so nasty.
There you go. Nice to see Skarmory go out. Parv after dark. Yeah. That's when all the parverts come out. There, you know, when I first started, I kept it clean, and then there was a certain point when I just found that, especially with the sound effects, I occasionally wanted to play a funny sound effect that was going to curse, and I thought that that was funny. But, you know, got a cat trying to get out of this room right now. And then Tater found my stream. Dude.
Picture this, we were both butt naked.
Ew, I give up. You see, wait, let me let this cat out. She was hitting the door stopper to get our attention. Thank you. All right. A rare candy.
My wife and my girlfriend. Yeah, I mean my wife. Yeah, sorry to say. I'm so sorry, my wife. All right, guys. All this being said, I gotta take a little break. I think we should get an Act 3 in, because I'm not ready to wrap this up. We haven't actually set foot in MOSSDEEP, I don't think, so, Oh, wait, what did I miss, Dustin? Tater had a request for the road sound. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that. Thank you. I was too busy worried about, and
the pounding.
And then I forgot that I was going to find this for you guys. Sorry about that. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Tater. Yeah, sorry guys. Old man moment, but I recently realized I gotta blow up the text in my chat. I gotta magnify that a bit. And it doesn't hold as many messages as it used to, but the messages that are there for me to see, I can see them so much better. So, you know, it's a blessing and a curse. Yeah. It happens, Dustin. I've lived a good retro gaming life, you know. Everything else is icing on the cake, baby. I was there for Pokemania. I was there for eating the only Ninja Turtles ice cream that anybody ever remembers except for Rhodes. You know, I mean, we had a good, guys. I didn't have the Nintendo cereal system, so, you know. Of course, you know, there's a few misses along the way. Didn't have a Sega until recently. Well, Genesis, that is. Sometimes it's nice to take stock, right, of what you have and what you've had. I remember Turtles ice cream. In Sonic 2. Well, in Sonic 2 too. I probably peaked with my Super Mario Bros. Lunchbox that I had, that had Mario and Luigi sitting on a couch, I think, playing The Legend of Zelda on their screen. It was a pretty sweet one. We were looking at some of these lunchboxes recently. Let's see if I can find this one. Yeah, here it is. Oh, man. I need to save this in my happy folder. Is this it? Yeah. This is the one. At one point, I think I had maybe a blue version of this. Maybe it was red. I don't know. Anybody remember this? Rhodes coming in with the power glove. The power stroke. What's the most nefarious thing someone ever put a Rob up to? You know? A robotic operating buddy. It is the perfect lunchbox. You've got Mario and Luigi kicking back with a bowl of popcorn. You've got on a big screen TV that we're playing Zelda 2. Just behind Mario's foot, you can see a just recently smoked bowl just sitting on the table there. It's a... If they'd caught it from a different angle, you'd see it. Just kicking back, playing some games. Also, you know what? Props to them for giving something resembling the NES controller. You know, very much so. Now you're eating with power. Alright. Good night, sweet princess. Metal Dumb and Dumber lunchbox. Oh, there you go, zombie. That's funny. Yeah, I remember it, Rotes, for sure. I have some sound effects from it, but buried deep somewhere. Zombie, that's a great lunchbox for bringing the soup du jour. I hope it came with a little thermos, like a lot of lunchboxes did back then. Pretty sure the Mario one came with a thermos. Yeah, we got a Roku a while back, and like some of the free channels that are on it, there's some that are just like dedicated to a single cartoon, like retro cartoon. And there's one for Mario Bros, Super Mario Super Show, and all the iterations of the Mario shows. Yeah. Did we heal yet? I'm glad we made it here. We did. Finally made it to MOSSDEEP. You know what? I'm going to try to get a break in and then come back for another 45 minutes, maybe just a bit longer. Yeah, let's get another one final act in. Thank you guys for hanging. Let's go here. I'm going to take a break. I might need to change the game that's playing during our BRB, so if it gets ugly, bear with me. Thank you guys so much for chilling. This has been a really fun stream. I'm going to take a break. I'll see you back here in just a bit. BRB.
I love the vibes here, dude.
This is the way.
Hey, yo. Happy Thursday, guys. Good to see you. Welcome. How you doing? Welcome to one of my favorite songs from this game. Of course, it's, you know, it's a, well, not exactly a totally an original song. Guess it's in Gen 1, right? The original? Dude, but what a fun little remix of it. Or, you know. What a fun new version. The scream. Hey, we got a gym. Wow, okay, alright. Hey, we just made it to programming now, alright? To the PokeNav. Instructor Parvin, here we go. So, we have sailed, we've surfed, I should say, east from Lily Cove City. Made our way through a couple trainers and found a couple teams along the way. We made our way to MOSSDEEP City. And looks like there's a gym here. Let's zoom in. We've got a Pokemon, a center, a Pokemon Gym. We got a battle tent. We can do Pokemon. You don't have some of these things. Yeah. You can do a contest. Alright. My little brother says he likes to go to find people's secret bases. Yikes. Sounds like a good way to get in trouble. We got a space center too. Alright, let's check it out. No, don't find my secret base. It's the whole point of a secret base, so I don't have little kids rolling up on me. Don't need any trouble from anybody. Wild Whalmer. It's called, what was it now? Why? Whalmer watching. Oh yes, hello. Can I talk to you? Got this from Steven. Alright, well, I think it's called King's Rock. Do you want it? Why would you want it? You're weird. You can keep it, but keep it a secret from Steven. Okay, alright, we got the King's Rock. Sorry, Steven. Maybe we weren't supposed to take that. Oh well. What we got here? Collection of rare rocks and stones assembled by Steven. None other than Steven. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I love this music. This part. It's such a good lead up to that. There's some great music in this game, man. I'm loving it. Hey, quit running away from me. It likes yellow Pokeblocks, doesn't it? No, I'm positive of it. It definitely likes yellow Pokeblocks. Thank you. So I can, are you the Pokeblock appraiser? You're the Pokeblock, whisperer.
Tell me what my Blaziken likes. Oh, okay. Just neutral. Doesn't appear to like or dislike any Pokeblocks. Wow, what a gift. He just walks around in that outfit all day. My husband can tell what kind of Pokeblocks a Pokemon likes at a glance. What else we got? Do you da, 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 da. Palpuck is? What? What about our Slowking? What do we, what do you, let's see, we have a... You're telling us we should go get our Slowpoke out or whatever we have and try to get it evolved up? Oh yeah, who was should go to the notes. We got that Bulbasaur, didn't we? Can't remember. Slowpoke's got it, right? Oh, I see. Alright, I'm sorry. Sorry that you guys have to talk me through this, but I don't... Like, I was going through some of the dialogue quick, and I saw we went up there and the guy... I skipped through it quickly and he gave us a King's Rock. You guys are saying I can use King's Rock on... I haven't checked the items here. You guys are saying I can use that to evolve a Slowbro up? Or give that a King's Rock? Sorry. And then go trade it to myself and, you know, back at the Devon Corp. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Okay, right. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, okay, right. That's cool. I think I had learned that at some point recently, but yeah, that's not a fact. That's not a process I hold near and dear to my heart. So yeah, thank you guys for talking me through it. We'll let's give it a shot. Where's our Slowpoke? Oh, right. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. That's right. I remember you mentioning Politoed, yeah. There's a Slowpoke that I used for a little bit. I'm trying to think if I got one yet in Crystal 251. Bring me to my... Must be missing it as I go through. I'm a Slowpoke. A simpleton. A simple mon. Hey, Leonard Skinner said be a simple mon. Yeah.
That's what's one of the mom said in that song. Where's this slowpoke? Mama told me. That's always one of those like, you know, that's an early guitar riff to learn. A fairly common one, I think. Especially, I'll just say this, especially when I'm starting to learn guitar back in Alabama. Couldn't shake a stick without hitting some Leonard Skinner. Without hitting a Leonard Skinner greatest hits CD. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, damn. All right, well, we should try to get a slowpoke. We'll have to work on that. Let's see. Oh, man, Team Magma's here? Jeez. If you want to know what they're up to, go visit the Space Center. Yes, thank you. Wow, you were saying that? The chat? The person that did this ROM hack was telling me you get to go there? All right, that's 2 sources now. I'm mentioning the Space Center. I love the folks just treading water outside, or just like hanging out in the shallows, rather. No, sadly I'm not. I'm not here to play games using wireless communication. I didn't, you know, that's funny. I didn't know that about those items with those Pokemon. Using them for the trade evolution. Cherish Pokemon. Wow, what a slogan. All right, take me to your Space Center. Where is this thing? I've heard so much about it. Got unexplored territory. Yippee, yahoo, and okay. Alright, all life needs the sea to live, even though it makes its home on the land. Life, having run its course, becomes soil and returns to the land. And the sea is always connected to the land.
A machine that will give him the power to journey into the mega world.
It's not appropriate. Yes, like the very shoreline here. Man. It's not. I don't, you know, some of these, sometimes I hit a sound effect or, you know, the tap, or just a slight tap of the knuckle will do it.
This is the way.
This is the way is positioned in a terrible spot. It's where I usually have like next, so that one gets hit a lot accidentally. Which, you know, about half the time that's appropriate, but... Hey Scott, what's up, man? I'd heard MOSSDEEP's gym leader is pretty strong, so I decided to come take a look-see for myself. But there's something wrong about this town. People are going on about a warning letter in the Space Center. Oh man. I don't think it concerns me in any way, though. It's a hot day today, man. Had to keep the windows open. And I'm all, allergies have been flared up. This rock has a special meaning to the people at the Space Center. They put it here as their wish for their rockets to fly safely. When you make a wish, what do you use? Do you wish upon a star? I use a wish tag to make it happen. That's what I do. Man. When I have a wish, I usually just
No, you just let it go. No. There we go. Wouldn't it be nice if the whole world was covered in plants and flowers like this? It would be great, man. If the whole world could be covered in plants and flowers like this island. Come on, who wouldn't like that?
What the hell's going on? I mean, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, just take that wish, bottle it up inside. Stuff it down, you know. Message in a bottle. Trapped inside. Hey there, trainer. A super rod really is super. Uh-oh. Here we go. Sorry I skipped your dialogue, sir. What do you think? You want it, don't you? Yes. You bet. You bet. After all, a super rod is really super. Obtain the super rod. Okay, nice.
Poggers! This is the way.
This is the way again. It's in the way. It should be where the next button is to take me to another folder, but... Damn it. If there's any water, try dropping in your rod and see what bites.
And I know, deep in my heart, deep in my soul, and deep in my loins, that one of these 25 women is going to be the one for me.
If you need some ideas for what you might want to catch, check the guide in the bookshelf near the TV. That guide never fails me. Oh, next to the flashing television. I'd like to think that he just walks in and they've got some like white noise. You know, TV is clearly flashing. Come on. There's a... Hey, would you like... It makes all the rod jokes just, you know... It goes from being just kind of a silly thing to like again, like a level of... You know, I don't know, there's some malice intended. Wow, you can catch all those with an old rod, huh? Fully functional good rod will be able to hook Magikarp, Shelder, Goldeen, Tentacool. Oh wow, I feel like I'm doing the Pokemon rap. Krabby, Phoebus, Whalmer, Barboach, Carvana, Love-Disc, Poliwag, Slowpoke, Dratini. Types of... at least 386 to see. To be a Pokemon master is my... I gotta admit, that part always does make me want to do a little, like, crossover leg dance, you know, when it gets to the at least 150. It's kind of funky. That's some good stuff with the Super Rod. I want to get as a sharp... an unfortunate name, but yeah, the Sharpedo, that one in its like predecessor, that like shark line. I see those on teams. It looks cool, but it's supposed to be rare, huh? Like only in a... Someone in chat was telling us it's only in like a small area, I think. Me and Quilson are best buds. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, zombie. How cool. Yeah, alright. Dustin Quilson. Our favorite. That's funny. One of the things I really appreciate about these games, and I know that this is just like, you know, vanilla Pokemon, but
going to the decks and seeing the area. And of course you don't get it with everything. But yeah, the decks. Come on. Look at that. Down in that corner. You want a Caterpie, you know where to go. I love that system of seeing them in a battle or seeing them in the wild and then being able to find where they are. You know? Fun. It's such a fun little gameplay loop with these. Don't go in there again. Or go in there to watch some TV. Name Raider show, yeah. Whacked out of Parv's Pokemon Vigoroth. Here we go. This nickname is a nickname that perfectly, I missed it there, but yeah, it does fit us perfectly. It suggests that you will forge a fine partnership with precise timing. The nickname Whacked Out. It has a sublime, flowing feel to it. The flow from the initial letter W to A is especially wonderful. I must say that Whacked Out is quite a good nickname. I hope that the trainer will continue to treat Whacked Out with love. That's it for today's show. May we meet again. Man, this game gets deep. Expert analysis there about our nickname. Volto, what's going on, man? Welcome. Happy Thursday. All right, so I can't stream for too much longer, but I'll try to get to this Space Center. It's a white rock. I'm gonna wish upon the white rock. That's cool, yeah. Right. That's cool, man. Yeah, I've enjoyed it so far. It's really fun for a playthrough of not trying to get all the Pokemon in the decks too, which I think, you know, speaks to it, you know, feeling very Game Freak-esque. And you can still play it to what level you want to, you know. You don't have to catch them all, but yeah, it's pretty sick that it's all available. And yeah, that with Crystal, I got another like maybe 45 minutes in on it last night, and I'm about to hit up the Lake of Rage. I'm loving that Crystal 251 as well, man. It's good stuff. What about that timing too with Fire Red, you know? It is Volto, yeah, I know. I like it for that, yeah. It's so good. Parv, have you read that proclamation already? Team Magma is coming after the rocket fuel on this island. I don't know what they need it for, but they can't be allowed to take it. I'll keep an eye on things for a while longer. Damn, rocket fuel. In the meantime, why don't you go check out the town? I was taking a stroll down the beach when I found this. It's not anything I need, so you can have it. Too bad, the bag is full. We can just have someone take one of these. Yeah, I'll just get rid of one of them. Who wants a rare candy? Piece of candy? Oh, is it zombie? Cool. I can't wait. One of the things I'm most excited about is finishing the game and then, yeah, just diving in, seeing what we can. I love that, you know, we got you here to see what, to help me parse out what's originally in it and what you added. And then also when I'm done, though, I really want to, you know, dive in a little bit deeper and I don't want too much spoiled later, you know? So with that, I've tried to limit. I found a walkthrough that I can only like see the next like couple of chapters at a time, so that's been good if I ever wanted to make sure I was like heading in the right direction or yeah, who wants some special defense? Line up. I might get that to Buzzkill. What the hell? Oh, nice. A sunstone. Cool. Hoenn region has been famous for its meteor showers for a long time. Some people claim that Pokemon came from space. Could it be true? I mean, I saw Mew flying around. Seen it with my own eyes, lady. Can't hack the computers. Alright, let's see. Giant chunk of metal bursts through the skies and flies into space. Boggles my mind. Yeah, is it better take that zinc with a meal. It can make you feel a little... yeah, a little weird. Make you, well, yeah, make you get sick. The rocket launched safely. That's successful launch number 10. A rocket launch demands perfection. Not even a 1% margin of error is allowed. Even if it's 99% okay, the whole thing is useless if 1% happens to be no good. Despite that, we never stop trying. Why? It's a dream that never ends. I hear you, Steven. I'm gonna step to the basement. The Aurora ticket. Kept that extra ticket from a special event we did some time ago. I was thinking about using it myself, but I can't. Oh, cool. Is this for one of those really rare Pokemon that you needed a event or like a card swipe or something to get? Or to one of those events that, in the game code, but you gotta have this item to trigger it. What's the one in Gen 2? The Celebi event. That I really loved doing that when we played through Crystal. Down in this lab, we research meteorites and other space samples. We hope to find clues leading to new extraterrestrial Pokemon. Say, why don't you take this sunstone as a souvenir? Oh, yes! Oh, I heard about that, Zombie. I actually happened to read that kind of recently. How cool is that? Yeah, that's funny. I think I read that, yeah, there was one they had in, like, in Houston, I believe. MOSSDEEP, first result is MOSSDEEP Space Center, but yeah. Yeah, there was at least one at NASA in Houston. That's funny, yeah. Dude. Yeah, thanks, man. Good. That's a cool little touch. If I find any more sunstones, I'll let you have them. No problem. Too bad. Well, we get to reap the rewards. While researching meteorites, we sometimes come across moonstones. If you make room in your bag, I'll let you have this one as a souvenir. Alright, let's do it. I went to a Pokemon event at a Books A Million bookstore back then. At least one I think we stumbled into, and one I knew was gonna happen. I think they were doing something like regularly for a while, and yeah, they had like a bunch of benches down where this huge like rack of magazines took up a good portion of the back wall, and there was just like a bunch of benches you could sit down on. There were kids sitting down everywhere on the floor trading cards and linking up their Game Boys. Sorry, I'm just I'm not looking for the right things here. Someone needs a rare candy. Buzzkill, come join us. Moonstones, here we go, baby. It makes sense that these guys would be giving us some of these stones, or at least if you had to put them anywhere in the game, it makes sense, you know? I like it. This meteorite is hooked up to the nearby computer. How fascinating. Scanning meteorite, analyzing structure. Cool. Meteorite is hooked up to the nearby computer. How fascinating. I always love the little rocket plans. A blueprint of some sort? It's too complicated. Metal coat. Oh, cool. Our bag. I just want to add like some extra percussion to this one, you know? It's already great as it is, but I want to sit down. Add something to this little Brazilian jazz we got rolling. All right. It's a bossa nova. What are we gonna do? Put something on somebody? Who needs something? Who wants somebody to love? I could go to a computer and ditch something easily. It's a tough decision. I had to go through a bunch of stuff there. PP Max. Oh, cool. Yeah, so that's how you get through a moonstone. Can you get a what is it that gets is that the metal coat or the moonstone that would evolve those? Metal coat. That's cool. Of course, yeah. That's, yeah, makes a little more sense. Okay. That's cool. Moonstone for like, is there a Jigglypuff or a Clefairy or something? Oh, Nidorino, I think, or to get like Nido King or Nido Queen for the Moonstone, I think. Caesar. Caesar's cool. I think we do have a, I'm just gonna go ditch some stuff. That's the easiest thing to do right now. And then, I'll have to come back because I'm having trouble with that decision. Oh, cool. I got it. All right. Yeah. That's funny. I do remember some stuff from the first generation. Woohoo. Skitty. Oh, you know what? We did. Yeah, I think we handled that already. Yeah. We did. I think we got a Scyther, Palpuck. Yeah, we got a, we're good on that. We can make it into a Caesar. I think we did, didn't we? Speak too soon? Maybe we didn't actually. Am I thinking of my Gen 2 game? What's back in the first box? Box number 14. Maybe we didn't get us. Damn, I don't have Pokemon I thought I had. I'm Pokemoned out. All the playthroughs are blurring together. Note to self. Get a Scyther. I could have sworn I was seeing it in this beautiful Gen 3 rendering, but maybe we've fought one or something. Efficient. There we go. Oh. Alright, though, that's doable at some point. We're gonna have to have another couple streams of, you know, just going around and tying up some loose ends, so. I mean, well, loose ends. More just like doing other things, because the game has a lot to do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can, oh, yeah, the Stardust can be sold. Get in there. I like the little sprite. I like our character sprite. The one for May is cute too. And then, you know, the like in-game or in-battle renderings are... It's funny. I remember, you know, being familiar with Leaf Green as a kid. Well, as I'm not a kid, but yeah, as a young adult mostly. And, I would see sometimes like a screenshot or something from Emerald, and it looked very, of course it looked, you know, similar as the same generation of games. But seeing the little Brendan or May icon there, it was always like, oh, well, it always just kind of, I don't know, since I never played these games, I remember thinking like, I want to get around to those, you know, I do want to play it. I had a lot of fun looking at a similar looking character in Leaf Green. Okay. What do you want to sell? Sorry, guys. I'm tired. I'm gonna sell this stuff. I think we're gonna go grab you know, grab what he's given us. We can get rid of this. Can we get rid of that? The star piece? Oh wait, wasn't someone looking for red gem shards? Star pieces? Okay, yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think maybe I'd found Stardust at some point. Are there 2 items there? Yeah. Well, we get a cool 4,900. Whoop. Sell, please. Thanks, zombie. I see. Cool. Alright. Good. Turned it over. Give me the star piece. Here's the money. Now leave. Walk out the door without looking at me. And keep walking. Yeah, now we can, so now we got it, so, now we can go to... Go back in. I like the design for this building. It looks cool. We haven't been down, upstairs, I guess. I probably should have ditched some other stuff. These folks around here really want to give me everything. Hello. Wistful guy. I feel bad for him. You can tell he really wanted to go. I wish ordinary people could go into space one day. Instead it's just the, it's just the, you know, super rich right now. Oh, our metal coat is, I didn't get it, huh? Oh, that's right, it's in the trash can. You know what, sorry. I got confused. I forgot that it was, that was what we needed and not something from those folks. My bad. How can you forget, Brendan? There's a metal coat in there. Come on, man. Thanks, zombie. Alright, what's upstairs? Anything else? I talked to that one guy. What else we got? Hello. If only I was a little younger, I would have liked being an astronaut. No, it's not too late. I can and will try. Hey, you know what? Keep the dream alive. Find something to wish on. And then bottle it up inside and crush it into stardust. MOSSDEEP has mainly sunny weather. Don't do that. You know, follow your dreams. I don't like being all like, you know, Joker all the time. You gotta lighten it. You gotta have something to look forward to. MOSSDEEP has mainly sunny weather and its winds are stable. It's an ideal location for launching rockets. Okay. I'll check that, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at it right there on the corner. Next to Steven. This is an intent to steal notice to the staff of the Space Center. How are you? We are doing fine. This is the notice, yeah. We will soon visit you to take your rocket fuel. Please don't try to stop us. We will take the fuel no matter what. Let there be more land. Team Magma. These guys are all mixed up. How you guys gonna... Man. They're gonna ruin the beautiful world of Hoenn if we don't stop them. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he asked if you read the proclamation. We skipped right on past it.
The Parvinator.
Alright guys, I think I'm gonna save and let's see who this gym leader is and if we can go in the... I'm not trying to fight anybody now, but I... Whoop. Go. This is not how you get there. Yeah, thank you, Zombie. This has been a fun one. Sorry I ran out of steam, guys. I started strong. Oh, cool. We got some panels we're going to be moving around on, huh? Okay. Puzzle time? Champion-bound Parv. Ooh, Psychic. Alright. If you go up against them with fighting or poison-type Pokemon, they'll inflict horrible damage. Plus, they'll come at you with outstanding combination attacks. If you want to win, you'll need to show them how tight you are with your Pokemon. Go for it. A little bit worried about this one, because I have Buzzkill. We may have somebody else. I think we went ahead and got Alakazam. You know, that's not going to help us, I guess. We didn't do the same, I don't think, for Gengar.
I don't think we had Gengar. We'll see how this goes. I'm looking forward to it. I say we try to just... You know, I'm going to take another look at the Pokemon, I think, when we play this game again, but... Yeah, it would be. I've been thinking about that, potentially getting an Umbreon. Yeah. We do have a Sableye that was pretty helpful for a little bit. That's true. It was beginning to get some moves that were worth a damn. Buzzkill here. I think... Oh shit. This might have been Gen 2. I think we saw a TM for... Shadow Ball. Or I saw it in my Gen 2 playthrough. I think I got that recently. Yeah, it's Psychic, yeah. Umbreon would be good. Yeah, I wish I could do, I'd like to get, I had considered getting something Psychic or Ghost. I really like Ghost Pokemon. And it'd be cool to get an Umbreon at some point. We do have that. We do have the Eevee. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's dark. Yeah, so stuff like Bite would be helpful. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm excited for this, guys. Oh yeah, we do have, I think we have one of those. Yeah, I think we might have Houndour. Not sure. I will say that, you know, obviously, yeah, a couple of these are gonna hurt that are hit with psychic stuff. Sriracha's pretty sweet. They're, you know, if they're getting a move off quickly, you know, we got a couple that they don't have a type advantage, but I think that they would be able to at least do a little bit of damage. This is gonna be cool. All right, I wish I could keep going, but yeah, I should probably hang this up. Shoot. Ah! Read that. Also, it just says the gym leaders here. We didn't get a name from him. I wonder if it said anything outside. Oh, there it is. All right. Are we gonna say Liza or Lisa? And Tate. Liza and Tate, the mystic combination. Liza Minnelli. Believe it or not. Murkrow's a cool looking Pokemon. I like the little witch's hat. Thank you guys for hanging. This has been a really fun stream. I'm gonna see who else is streaming and we're gonna do a little raid. I gotta pause the game. I'm getting music from everywhere. Do, do, do. Pause. Do, 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 do. Cool. All right. Anyway. This is a fun one. Hey, that submarine is still out there somewhere. Maybe beating a gym leader will be one step in the process of finding that sub. At least getting the HM that we need. That's cool. We're potentially going to get badge number 7. All right, who's streaming? I'm tired. Boom, boom. Let's do this. You know what? Guys, I'm just gonna close this out tonight. I'll do that. I've got to go and get to dinner pretty quickly anyway, so I'll just do that. Yeah. We'll do a raid next time. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Tomorrow, come around. I'm gonna play the Genesis, and I'm gonna play something that was a gift from Rotes. JP. Little Jurassic Park. You like dinos? Apparently, if you like frustrating games, it's your jam. I'm stoked for this. And then, you know, I got this one as well. Thank you so much. Really stoked for this, but they said it's a long play, so maybe we'll just, you know, pop it in and just play for a few minutes, see what's up. Come back to it another time when we can dedicate several streams. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for hanging. Zombie, thanks for chilling, man, and thanks again for this this hack. It's been so fun. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow for some Genesis, and then again on Monday. Adios. Have a good rest of your week. See you tomorrow.
I'll never turn to the dark side.
The Parvinator.
So sorry, I died.
Thank you so much for that spectacular performance.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Cause we'll put a boot in your ass, it's the American way.
Goodbye.
And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
So long, Bowser.
Thank you for coming to the show tonight.